ads, playing on my videos. Like, this could work. And so I ended up going from full-time to part-time at my job, so I have more time to commit to YouTube. And it's like from 40 hours to 32 hours. So it gave me like two days to work on it. And then even going part-time, it kind of messed up the insurance bit too. So I was paying like $900 a month insurance because I was part-time, not full-time, so my benefits were different. And then, still trying to balance that all. So it kind of led to the discussion of like, what am I getting? here. And I had already built up a lot in savings. So normally in my savings account, I had like $10,000 as an emergency fund. Built that up, that stayed there. But with making all this, extra money, that increased to $20,000 or around there. And it was like, well, now I have an emergency fund. I kind of have now an even bigger emergency fund. So in my head, it was like, okay, I've got $10,000 regular savings, and then I could have a $10,000 business emergency fund to where if I did actually make the leap and like things fail, I don't get brand deals, AdSense drops, we get back down to that $10,000 emergency fund, I could just go and reapply for a job. Like I was, again, like I was in a retail job pushing carts. Like it's pretty easy to get that job. I also eventually got into a retail sales job. I could always get back into retail sales. Like it's entry level. So it's not like I'm leaving this lifelong career. Like I just have high school diploma. Like anyone can go and grab that job if they're driven enough to sell, or any other sales job. So it was like, I could actually test this out. Even if I just do this for 6 months and I have to go back to working after 6 months, like even if that was the case, it still gave me the opportunity to feel, what does it feel like to be my own boss? I can taste that. What's it like to just have all this extra time? Did it actually benefit me? Did it not? So even in that case, like, it could be a fun experiment, and at the same time, I'm keeping my family secure. And so I talked about that to my wife and discussed it a few times, and then eventually, like, somehow I convinced her. I don't know how I convinced my wife, but she said something like, yeah, go for it. And that was like the moment of, oh my goodness, I'm actually going to do this. And again, I'm just on YouTube ads and brand deals. That is literally it. But she gave approval, and I just felt like in my stomach, in my gut, this like weight and this stress. Like, oh my word, it was so intense. It was in there for a week. The adrenaline of, I'm going to turn in my 2 weeks for my actual job, and I'm going to try and make money on my own. And like, everything is on me. Everything is reliant on me making this money. And I have a child, and like, the insane pressure and feeling of doing that, insane. Still is insane to this day. And like, I did it. I put my 2 weeks in. After that first week of that adrenaline, like I started to feel a bit better. I remember that being just the most intense feeling of giving up security. Because, like, I will say this is one point I'll make about it, is that working and having a YouTube channel that makes you money is like the perfect combination, because you have security and you have this thing that you can like work on that can actually make you money. And you can kind of like control your income. Like if I wanted to at that point, I could have just taken a lower paying job that made me happier, but I have this side hustle on the side that makes me money as well, where I can handle a pay drop for, my satisfaction. Maybe I really hate sales. I'd rather just work an hourly rate. I could take that pay drop and, still be able to, do that. And I think that was one of the golden era my YouTube channel, because there's so less pressure. Even if you get to that, it's just a joy to have these like things, and then all because you have a full-time job and that, you can kind of write off more for your business. I'm not an accountant or anything, but I will say I invested a lot more into my business, kind of get my taxes down to zero, so I could learn skills and buy equipment and upgrade all my stuff. When I had a job already, because it's like, this is kind of like fun money. This is my fun side hustle. I can go and buy that really nice computer that's going to help me edit videos better, or that really nice camera, or this lighting, and really build out a whole studio. Because it's not really relying on. It's kind of just like a backup income. It's dreams. But yeah, now I'm making a jump. Now we're making a jump. Stressed out. And the funny part too is I had those savings in, and then I totally forgot about estimated taxes I had to pay. So I actually, like, my money I think dropped a bit. It went from like, 22,000 or something. My savings down to 18. It's like, shoot, I'm already going down to that 10K mark where I'm gonna have to go back to a regular job. So I'm looking. I even look back at my my Google Sheets. Um, my income that time. And keep in mind, it's important too. I live in the Midwest, from Wisconsin. Cost of living is really low here compared to a lot of other places. Like April of 2020, like our budget, we were being able to live and function, me and my wife, like under $1,600 a month. But at this point, dollars a month was our budget. And even now, like I think our budget right now, even just this day, is like 3,500. There's even some fun things in there, like eating out and money to spend on fun and different things like that. Are still it's a really low cost of living. For some people, it's $3,000. So yeah, I was making $3,000, and this is May of 2022, and I kept making like $3,000 for those next few months. Like it was, it baffles my mind now. It's a little bit different now because of everything. Prices have gone up for stuff, but I made that jump then. So just had AdSense and brand deals. Had a few brand deals lined up. Did those deals. Awesome. Again, it was like $1,000 a video was what I was paying, and I had over 100,000 subscribers at that point. And then where my income definitely changed for the better was with the Amazon influencer program. So I got into that. What they allowed me to do is have videos on Amazon under products. And if someone watched that video and then made a purchase, I got a commission. And I went hard on that because that was like another income I could have. And then that soared. I think that eventually took my income. I think that added like $1,000 to $3,000 a month to my income for the rest of the year. And then at the height of it, I made like $6,000 in Christmas. And I was just filming every product that was available on Amazon. It was just like another income stream I could take advantage of. It was like the easiest thing ever. But then I kind of realized too with that, the thing with the Amazon influencer program is it's so up and down as far as like an income source. Sometimes they show your videos, sometimes they don't. Even till this day, it's still like that. And I realized, okay, this isn't very sturdy. I really need to make my own product. I really need to have something I sell that's more reliable that I can just promote to my audience versus relying on Amazon where they could just snap my fingers, kick me out of the program, and I lose like 30% of my income. It was like AdSense brand deals and then this Amazon program at this point. And this is probably the start of 2023. So I decide, okay, I'm not going to post any more Amazon videos. I'm just going to let that ship sail and keep it like as is, which still continued to earn me money through 2023. But then the focus of 2023 was two things. Number one, instead of putting videos on Amazon and just allowing those to make me money, I then shifted my focus to affiliate links on my own YouTube channel and directing traffic towards software or Amazon and things like that. So I put much more of a focus on, I'm not going to let Amazon control whether my videos show up. I can control where my videos show up because I know YouTube, and drive traffic to make sales. So, and big mistake I made early on was I wasn't focused on driving sales to any affiliate program. I don't know why I didn't. I always heard from other people that you should be in an affiliate program to do that, but I didn't. I did. For some reason, I just never went for affiliate programs. And I had a video I had a video on how to add music in CapCut. It got 1 million views, and I didn't even promote Epidemic Sound or anything like that as an affiliate. And I was like, Colin, you're an idiot. So early 2023, I had two goals. Number one was the affiliate side. Update all my videos, have affiliate links, mention the affiliate links in my videos. That's gonna help me. So did that. And then number two was
starting today, anyone can monetize with ads as part of the all-new Beehive ad network. Thousands.
Build my own course was the goal. For a while, create a YouTube course that I could sell to my audience, be able to make money that way. So through 2023, the affiliate side was a huge success. I went from making like no money from affiliates to with like Amazon and Epidemic Sound and a bunch of the other affiliates. I think at the end of 2023, I had made $60,000 roughly from just affiliate links, and on Amazon affiliates and all of that. So literally added $60,000 to my income in 1 year by just focusing on affiliate stuff. And then also, the previous work I did on Amazon already, but still, year and a half of affiliate work and bringing in $60,000 is insane. So that really worked. And then Amazon started to dissipate near the end of the year because I'm not posting videos there anymore, and they kind of just stopped showing up, which is a problem. And then on the course side, I think I made a total of 5 courses. I made one, launched it flopped. No one ever purchased. 2 courses ended up on LinkedIn Learning as I did it with them. And then another 2 courses, I did one on like YouTube growth, but then didn't really promote it. And then I did one on smartphone video, but also didn't promote that course either. So it was like a whole, I felt like for 2023, I spent a lot of time behind the scenes trying to build a course and trying to build a digital product and figure out this whole world of stuff. And I spent like no time making YouTube videos really. Like I still posted pretty frequently, but the majority of my time was behind the scenes making course content and trying to build sales pages and do all these different things with that. And I never really launched something fully. Like I had a few sales, and promoted it a little bit, but I never made a ton of content promoting the course. I never ran ads for the course. And so maybe it was my perfectionism and like, no, I don't think this is the right course for my audience, or no, I'm an imposter. No one's actually really interested in it. Like, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I never got courses off the ground. And now looking back, I wish I didn't actually start with courses and would have started with charging for my time or something like that. And there was a lot of missed opportunities too. Like I avoided making a CapCut course, and now there's like 5 different CapCut courses. Even though technically all the information is free online, people still have paid courses that people buy on that topic. And at the time, I was the CapCut guy. Like I should have had a CapCut course. That was a huge mistake I made. So, I'm kind of the king of mistakes. I screwed up with affiliate marketing. I have a video that gets 1 million views where I could have promoted an affiliate and I didn't. I have, perfect opportunities to make courses or workshops around CapCut and didn't take that opportunity, screwed that up. But at least I guess on the affiliate side, I did pretty well in 2013. So I had affiliate marketing, I had the AdSense, I had the brand deals. Never really got a course off the ground. I don't think I ever made over $1,000 from the course stuff. And I guess technically, thinking about it, I did have some course content up on Skillshare. I think back in what was it? I think some courses on Skillshare for 2020, 2021. Like I do some of that, but all that, like I think at the max, I think maybe $200, $300 from Skillshare and or other platforms like that. Like I haven't really made a significant amount of income from that either. But what was interesting is with the affiliate links and the YouTube AdSense and the brand deals, I ended up making like before taxes like $130,000 in 2023. So even with all my mistakes and changing things, I still did really well on YouTube. And then this year has been kind of a rough start. Like my AdSense has dropped down. Some affiliates have dropped down. Amazon is now like $500 a month or less. Sometimes it's $200, $300. Like that really plummeted. And so now that's the thing I'm trying to fix as well. But let's get into some of the more details with this. Let me go to my notes here as I took some notes about more of my experience. You know, that was kind of the story leading up to this. And I kind of want to talk about some of the things. Number one, it was very hard making that jump. I already kind of talked about that. The jump to becoming a YouTuber was, and tons of pressure there. Another activity is an issue. This is something I still struggle with. For your, you are your own motivator. So I oftentimes find myself like on TikTok or on these other things. It's something I'm trying to work on, but over the last 2 years, like money. So it and or it and then you're like, I'll even know what I'm trying to say here. But that I know I don't use my full 40 hours a week that I spend on this as effectively as I could. So maybe getting systems in place or productivity in motion is important. So that way, you know, you're utilizing your hours to the best of your abilities and getting stuff done that needs to be done and not slacking. Another interesting thing is freedom to take off when you want, but you never use it. So technically, I'm that, you know, I can take off whenever I want to take off. I have complete, you know, freedom as a YouTuber, but then I just don't take off because I want to work. I want to make videos. I'm trying to grow this, and like, you know, my income streams, you know, I'm trying to increase those. I'm trying to keep this thing stable, even though it's not always, you know, perfect. Like right now, like this year, like Amazon income dropped, YouTube AdSense dropped, Epidemic Sound or other affiliates and different things, they also dropped. Like, you know, and it's like, now I've got to work. I got to find ways to increase this up or release new products or do something. And then I'm not actually taking, you know, using this freedom of being an entrepreneur. Like people advertise it as, you can take off whenever you want, and technically I could, but I'm not going to because I need to get stuff done. And that also gets into your personal life too. Like right now, it's past 6 o'clock, and I'm shooting this video. 6:37. I'm supposed to be at home eating dinner with the wife and child, but I'm talking about it. So like, work flows into your personal life. There's been plenty of times where it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm supposed to be in bed, and I'm working. Like tonight, I didn't get to reply to emails I needed to reply to, and so later tonight, I reply. And so it's like I'm constantly consumed. I'm constantly consumed with YouTube and growing and into like, there's 10 to 20 different things I want done, and so it's I'm just all over the place. So it consumes life, and you don't necessarily want to take off, even if you could. You know, there's some nice things, like if I go to a doctor's appointment, I don't have to request off and stuff like that. But you know, for the most part, I'm not just, you know, hanging out. Like, you know, there's stuff I need to get done. I guess I'm more of hanging out when I'm unproductive. It's probably better to be productive for and relax the next four. Which, you know, maybe I'll get to that. The other thing is insurance is insanely expensive. When you start making money and you're self-employed, like really your employer gives you a discount and you don't really get that when you work for so you like $800, just to be insured is in the so that's the problem. That's unfortunate. Like a pay for insurance, like it's been tempting to get a part-time job, full-time insurance like Starbucks, just so that way there could be the spot where I actually save money part time and getting into somewhere than not. As stupid as that is. The part is income streams are unstable, as I've been kind of talking about. Like I did really well last year, like 130,000. Like I've never made six figures ever in my life, or ever gotten close. Like again, retail. Like I'm talking like $30,000-$40,000 a year is what I'm used to. And then sales, I obviously made a bit more. I think that was closer to like 50,000, but not 130,000. I was unheard of. I don't even know if I'm gonna hit this year. It might be less because things are going down, and so you might make $10,000, and then the next month you made five. Like it's that variable, where it kind of goes all over the place. And that's also why it's super important to have that emergency fund where where it's okay if things go up and down. There's a little chunk there that's meant to be there for the fluctuations of a YouTube career. So that's something to keep in mind when doing this. And maybe just to quickly talk about future plans, as I think that could maybe be useful. So right now I'm trying to focus on more of creator products still, but selling more of my time. People are like, don't sell your time, sell a course. Like, I think if you're starting out now, like, I would recommend someone sells their time before they go and build a course, because you learn so much about the people you are trying to help through, like, a consultation or something like that. So I'm doing consultations. I might be doing a monthly group coaching thing. I'm going to try and get that launched off. I'm also going to start doing YouTube channel audits where I do like a pre-recorded thing for 15 minutes. That's something I want to launch as well. So I'll have a few different options, different price ranges. They can kind of buy my time, basically. And I'm still affiliate marketing. I haven't installed a platform that will help more become have stuff and like that. And also, just to share this, like I've even had a thought of work for a company. Hey, if you're listening to this and you work for a creator company, Colin, like should have been offered, because there is value in having stability and having insurance and vacation time, being able to take off. But at the same time, like I want to use my creator skills, and different things like that. Like going back to retail, like there's no future there. I'm not going to go up in corporate or do something like that.
Or rather, a part-time YouTuber and a full-time entrepreneur, blah, 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 blah. But, like, this is the stuff that I'm very intimately familiar with. Okay, so how do we do it? Well, first we need to figure out how much time do we actually have available per week to be able to make this video. And he says he works 10 till 6 during the weekdays and does private cases after that. I'm going to bet that Anil can probably not film videos on weekdays because he's working full-time. So now we only really have weekends left. Anil might have a life. And so you might say that, okay, I want to get all of this done within 4 hours on a Saturday. So let's say 4 hours is what we're trying to go for. I think 4 hours may be a little bit unrealistic, but we'll just go for that. We'll just pretend Anil has 4 hours. The input is 4 hours per week to give to the YouTube channel. The output we're going for is 1 video per week. Now, it actually is possible to do that. Right now, you could open up the YouTube app, you could hit go live, and you could do a live stream, and you could just film video. And that would produce one video. YouTube channel and it shows up as a live stream. Easy enough. The problem with that is that the less time you put into creating videos, the less high quality they're going to be. So obviously, a video that's properly filmed and edited with a proper time probably better than a live stream that you just put online. You would then think that, okay, well, that's fine. So maybe it's a live stream. Maybe a live stream will take half an hour, but it's still going to half an hour. What do I do with that time? Well, maybe you just film a video just off the cuff, and then you spend 3 hours editing it. Again, maybe you spend 2 hours looking at it, 30 minutes writing it, filming it, and then not doing any editing at all. essentially we just have this allocation of 4 hours, and we need to allocate the time to these different activities. So if I personally had to start a YouTube channel, and I was going to make one video a week, and I only had 4 hours to put into my YouTube channel, this is what I would do. Firstly, I would cut out editing, because I would outsource it. How do you outsource editing? Well, you look at editors on Upwork and Fiverr and People Per Hour. If you want to find really good editors, you go to heyfriends.studio, which is a company that I'm running with some friends. There's ways to find editors. People are always like, oh, but I can't outsource editing because it's expensive. I have a whole course, my part-time YouTuber Academy has like a whole module on how to outsource your editing. But in a nutshell, Hanil is a veterinarian. He probably makes more money from his day job than it would cost to hire a I don't know where Hanil is from, but I assume it's somewhere like India, where definitely get paid more than video editors. So what Hanil can do is he can outsource video editing and find someone who's just making less money than he is. He mentioned that he does private cases. That means he gets paid private practice to do private cases. So let's say Hanil makes $100 for each private case that he does. And let's say it costs him $30 or $40 to find someone to edit a video. Hanil can do some extra cases to buy back his time and to use some of that money to buy back time like outsourcing video editing. The way to think about this is that 4 hours per week is not that much time to put into a YouTube channel. Everything takes two resources, time plus money. And you can argue energy and stuff. Time and money are interchangeable. You can spend time to save money, or you can spend money to save time. In this context, I'm saying that if it were me, 4 hours per week, I was making money through my day private practice, I would be spending money to save time. I would be outsourcing my editing. If I didn't want to outsource my editing for whatever reason, or because I'm broke or whatever the thing might be, then we would have to edit the process. I would probably say editing would take maybe 2 hours. So I'm going to put 2 hours in brackets over here. And yeah, you can always edit a video for more than 2 hours. On average, it takes our editors 5 days to edit one of these. Back in the day when I was editing videos, it was taking me like 4 videos. Sometimes I had to get one out while, because I was aiming for one video a week. So I only spent 2 hours. I was editing my videos for 2 whole years before I decided to outsource the editing. And that was just dumb of me. I wish someone had told me you need to figure out how to outsource it. I'm going to assume Neil is following my advice and is actually outsourcing. That was my least favorite place to clean. It still probably takes half an hour per week to so we're down to 3.5 hours. What do we I think filming the video, we should aim for that to take 30 minutes. If Hanil is doing content about things that he's experienced in, it should take longer than 30 minutes to film a video, and maybe each video is like 10 minutes or like 6 to 10 minutes. You can do that in 30 minutes. So that leaves us with 3 hours left. What do we do with that 3 hours? Honestly, I'd probably spend 2 of those hours on the idea, the title, and the thumbnail. And I'd spend 1 of those hours on writing the video. The 2 hours on the idea, title, and thumbnail, 1 hour writing the video, 30 minutes filming the video, 30 minutes reviewing the edits that my outsourced video editor has done, and then publishing the video. I'm not really going to count in 4 hours because I can just sort of upload it overnight if it depends on how my internet connection is. And once I've nailed the title and thumbnail already, that's like the hard part. Publishing it is like a 5-minute job. It's not too hard. I'm going to assume. And now this is the introduction, the last topic. Like, how do you make the best quality videos given the constraints of time and the constraints of money? So, how do I do idea, title, and thumbnail in 2 hours? Actually, 2 hours is a very reasonable amount of time to do idea, title, and thumbnail. It comes up with some. This is like a whole thing. Figure out target audience value, competitive analysis, unfair advantages, whole shebang. But if Neil's just getting started out, I would say don't overthink it. Watch all of the videos on YouTube. Maybe some of my courses you really want to, but it's kind of expensive and you can't afford it. It's fine. Whatever the thing might be. In fact, Neil, if you're watching this, reach out to us. We'll give you fares, of course. Whatever it might be, it's not that hard to come up with ideas. And then you spend maybe, I don't know, an hour on Canva doing title and thumbnail for that particular video. We want to streamline it to make it as efficient as possible. When it comes to writing videos, what I would recommend for Neil is don't script your videos. If you script your videos perfectly, it will take no longer. A 10-minute video is maybe how many words? 1,500 words? Something like that. It usually takes longer than 1 hour to write 1,500 words or 1,000 words. Generally what I would recommend is going with bullet points. What I do for my videos, especially if it's a topic that I actually have expertise in, so if I was talking about medical stuff or whatever, if I was Neil, I'd be talking about that. I would just decide what are the 3...
off the car. What's important forensically is that changing tires leaves grease. There are going to be grease prints all